Now, I knew that having belly fat wasn't a good thing. I didn't know that if you carry a lot of fat, visceral fat in your midsection, you are at higher risk of diseases like diabetes, stroke, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Now, this is a disclaimer. I'm not a nutritionist. I am not a health expert. I'm not even a fitness instructor. However, I love style, I love to look good, and I've realized that if I don't take care of my nutrition and my fitness and my health, I can try to dress my body up on the outside, and if I'm not feeling good on the inside, I am not going to look as beautiful and as confident and as stylish as I want to. I just heard of the middle age spread, which has been coined by women trying to lose weight, about how we gain weight at our midsection. And you know, on this channel, I love to address anything to do with the pain points on our body, how to wear clothes and style ourselves to love our bodies as they are. So I like to address things like hiding belly fat, you know, if you've got bigger hips, what to wear, if you have thick thighs, big legs, large arms, the different things that we might struggle with as women, and how we can use style to overcome these things and still look as presentable and as nice as we want to be or look. But it seems that there is a deeper issue that we're ignoring, and that is the fact that there is this overlap between how we feel, what we wear, what we eat, and how we take care of our body on a day-to-day basis. Now, I knew that having belly fat wasn't a good thing. I didn't know that if you carry a lot of fat, visceral fat in your midsection, you are at higher risk of diseases like diabetes, stroke, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Here's what I found. Your waist circumference, if it is below 31.5 inches or 80 centimeters, then you're at low risk. You're fine. That means that the fat in your midsection is okay. If you are between 80 to 88 centimeters, which is 31.5 to 34.6 inches, you are at high risk. Anything above 88 centimeters or 34.6 inches, it means that you are at very high risk of having any of these diseases that I have mentioned. So I decided to measure myself to find out what my midsection was, because to a great extent I felt that my body was healthy. I feel okay, I feel fine, apart from the fact that I keep gaining and losing weight. But if it means that I am putting myself at higher risk of certain diseases because I'm carrying fat in my midsection, then I have to do a lot of work to make things right. So while it is fine to live your best life, do what you want, and enjoy life the way you want to, carrying visceral fat in your midsection poses a lot of health risks. And that is the reason why we're having this conversation now. So I want us to address this issue of style and food and fitness and how we can get our bodies right. Listen, I am on a journey to get myself back on track. I fell off the bandwagon. I gained about 10 kg. I've lost about 4 kg of it. I still have 6 to go. And it's somehow now affecting how we feel when we're wearing our clothes. We can't address the way we look on the outside without addressing the inside. So as we're trying to improve our style, we're also trying to improve our well-being at the same time. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm a curvy plus size lady, and like many of us, I struggle with that mix of wearing clothes that I like, making sure that I'm staying fit and healthy, and then eating the right foods. So I can find that on the one hand, I can go shopping, I find out what works and suits my body, I buy clothes. A few months down the line, I've either gained weight or lost weight, and that is not affecting the way the clothes are fitting on me. And then before you know it, I'm not feeling too good about my body, and then I'm not exercising myself. I don't like the way I look. I'm eating more and more chocolate, and then it's this vicious cycle that many of us as women go through, especially as we are getting older. And I was having this conversation with a friend of mine who had gone for a mommy makeover and had abdominoplasty, where they took the fat and the excess skin from her midsection, but she was still noticing that she was still getting a little bit of weight gain at her midsection. So I did a little bit of research and I came across this article. I'll link it in the description box, and it was by a doctor called Dr. Mosley. And this article was talking about the fact that eating too much sometimes, exercising too little, and not getting enough sleep is a bad recipe for us as women to gain weight at our midsection and has struggles with that yo-yo weight gain, weight loss. And the problem with gaining or losing weight is the fact that our style then becomes a hit or miss. So the same outfit we wear on one day and we're like, whoa, we look really good, we would wear it on another day and it wouldn't look as nice as we want it to look. This is not about trying to be skinny or slim or fat, or that's not the issue here. The issue is this: we as women have to work on taking care of our bodies, because when we're taking care of our bodies, we're taking care of our mental state as well. We are doing right by ourselves by making sure that we're eating right, we're exercising, we are being healthy, and that way when we're trying to wear clothes and come out looking stylish and confident, it's not an act. It's truly the way we feel on the inside and it's showing on the outside. Our skin is glowing, we are looking beautiful, and we're looking healthy. So it's not about a particular weight, and there is no right and wrong, because there are some people like myself who have never been totally slim. I have always had big hips, thick thighs, and larger legs. When I try to lose too much weight, I lose muscle mass, and that means that my face will look gaunt and slim. I wouldn't like the way I'm looking, and even though my clothes might be fitting right, I just wouldn't feel healthy. I wouldn't have the energy to do a lot of things. Every single one of us as women have a level of weight that is optimal for us. There are things that we need to do to take care of our bodies and our minds. And I know that one of the biggest excuses that we're going to give ourselves, especially if you're a mother, you have kids, and you're working, it's like, when am I ever going to find the time to exercise, to be fit? When am I going to have the time for myself to be able to do the things that will be good for my body? And here is something that I've realized. In as much as I would love to be that person that goes to the gym every single day and I have a strict exercise routine, exercise doesn't need to be complicated, and it also doesn't need to be time consuming. Even something as simple as a short walk in the morning and doing some stretches are the best ways that we can begin to take care of our body and address that midsection that we're having issues with, which means that we will make better choices when it comes to our nutrition and also when it comes to our style. So we all need to get back on track, myself included. It's not easy, but it is possible. Now, here are some suggestions that I found online that all of us can benefit from, and it has to do with our nutrition. The first suggestion was to increase the amount of proteins in our diets. Proteins help keep us fuller for longer, help reduce the cravings and the snackings that I personally struggle with. And it's also a great way to keep us feeling satiated for longer periods of time. And it doesn't matter the types of food you eat, whether you're vegan or you're carnivorous, it doesn't matter. We need to up the protein intake in our foods. We also need to cut down on our carbs and up our healthy fats with things like, avocado, olive oil, nuts, oily fish. By the way, likes are free. So do me a huge favor by hitting that like button so that this video is shared to as many people as need this information. The next thing, cut down sugar. I am guilty. I am Kelly and I am a sugar addict. I struggle with sweet things. I have tried my best to use things like sweeteners that are healthy, like stevia. Sucralose recently has been found to be okay for the human body, but it hasn't stopped the sugar cravings that I have. I'm getting the effect of sugar that has less calories in them, but it means that I'm still reaching out for sugary things. And so I am working on cutting down my sugar. So think about your fruit juices, alcohol, some smoothies, especially when it comes to fruit, because that's the funny thing. For a long time, I thought fruit juices were the best things for us to take. I felt, okay, these are fruits. Fruits are healthy, so if you're juicing fruits, then it should be fine. But apparently, if you're eating fruits, you're getting the fiber, and your body is taking longer time to digest it. And because of that, it's not causing a spike in your blood sugar. So you might be thinking you're doing the healthy thing, but it might be having an effect on your blood sugar and causing weight gain. So if you can't go cold turkey and quit sugar, perhaps like myself, you can start with sweeteners to reduce the calories from the sugar, and then slowly wean yourself out of sugar. What I'm doing now is I'm trying my best to have some drinks without adding any sweetener. It's not the best, but it's doable. So I don't take any of my teas or coffees or my morning apple cider vinegar tea. I don't take it with any sweetener or sugar, and I have been surviving. I've been doing it for the past 3 months. I've survived. Hopefully I will have something to show at the end of the day to say that yes, trying to cut out that sugar really makes a world of difference. The next tip is exercise. And that is the one thing I know we struggle with. But we have to find time to do the easy exercises that don't take too much of our time, that don't add too much pressure on our bodies, and we're able to do and maintain it for a long period of time. For myself, that has been walking. First thing in the morning, I go out, I wear my kits. After I've done a little short morning routine, I wear my outfit, I'm out of the door, and I go and walk. I walk from 40 minutes to an hour every single day, as much as I possibly can. I am very regimented on weekdays. Weekends, sometimes I fall by the wayside, but I'm trying to do this every day. And I have noticed that anytime I do not do this, it affects my mood, and it also makes me eat a lot of junk the entire day. Research shows that there are some endorphins that are released when you do exercise, and so I want to have more of those mood enhancing endorphins, and so I'm trying my best to stick by my exercise routine. It's easy for me because all I do is I listen to an audiobook or something motivational or music, something that will lift my mood as I'm walking, and before I know it, I've walked for 40 minutes, an hour, and I don't even realize what I've done. Any type of exercise that works for you, that gets you to move your body and that you enjoy the most, go for it. It doesn't have to be walking. If you love running, if you like yoga, if you like Pilates, so think about cardio or high intensity training or even lifting weights. That's something that I've recently just started doing. I bought some 10 kg weights that I am trying to lift, and I'm trying to fit that into my daily routine because I hear that lifting weights is one of the best ways to maintain the muscle mass and then lose weight at the same time. Now, you might not enjoy exercise as a whole, but there might be some form of exercise that you find easier to do than others. Then that will be a better choice, because then you know you will maintain it for longer compared to trying to do something else that might not be a good fit for you. For example, when I started exercising, I wanted to run because I realized that there was a lot of benefits from running. I struggled so much maintaining the running. I was able to keep it up, I think, for 4 to 6 months. And then after a while, it was just too difficult, just too hard. And then I just stopped it totally. But once I started walking, I found out that it is so easy. It fits with my routine. It fits with my lifestyle. I actually enjoy walking, and I'm able to walk briskly and do it every day without feeling like it's a burden. I wake up every morning and I actually look forward to my morning walks because I get the sun, I get, fresh air, I go out, I'm able to think and clear my head and just clear my whole mental state. And that is what is important when it comes to exercise. So it's not one size fits all. Whatever works for you, go for it. And then reducing stress. And that is the one thing that I think a lot of us will struggle with. Reducing our stress levels, trying to make sure we're not overwhelmed, we're getting enough sleep so that we wake up feeling stronger, energized, and healthier. For many of us women, stress and anxiety is one of the issues that causes a lot of hormonal imbalance in our bodies, and this can contribute to weight gain and having visceral fat, especially in our midsection. If we can work on these things, I believe we can get ourselves back on track and actually take our style to the next level. And one of the reasons I thought to do this video is because I want to hold myself accountable. I want to be conscious of the fact that anytime I let go of the healthy habits that keep my body in shape and make me look and feel good, it's a downward spiral from there. It's just one thing you stop doing without realizing how much impact that had on your body. So for example, eating late and noticing that I'm gaining weight and eating more junk and feeling unhappy and lethargic and having poor sleep, and this vicious cycle going on and on and on. So I want to help hold you accountable. What is it that you struggle with when it comes to being on track with your food, your fitness, and your style? So if you want some support with this, let me know in the comments down below. Let's start this discussion and let's figure out a way that we can fight belly fat for us women. And if you're looking for a video that will help you hide your belly fat while you're working on your body, then go watch this video next.